Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, I want to talk about loving your neighbor. And before I get started, I would like to start with a scripture, and it comes from Leviticus 19:18. And it says, "Forget about the wrong things people do to you. Don't try to get even. Love your neighbor as yourself." And that speaks volumes because we have to love our neighbors in spite of anything that they do. We are not perfect in any way, shape, or form. And when someone does something that we feel like they're coming at us or coming up against us, we must learn to just deal with it, let it go, let it fly over your head, forgive them, and love them in spite of. Because God said we are supposed to love them as we love ourselves. And if you're out there talking to someone like you lost your mind, you have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, is this how I love myself? Is this how I do myself? Because if it is, we need to change some things about ourselves. And one thing that I do notice about me is I used to be that person. I used to just say anything to anybody that was on the top of my head. I didn't stop to think. I didn't care what I said to people. I didn't care whether I hurt someone's feelings or not because I felt like I was always the one being hurt. And I know for sure that hurt people hurt people. And we have to come out of this way of dealing with things. We have to go to God for things that we're going through and talk to Him and ask Him to release us from those things and give us a clean mind and a clean heart and, just cleanse us from the crown of our heads to the soles of our feet and help us to be a better person and give us more of Him and less of ourselves. So when we're dealing with the public, your people in the neighborhood, they're all our neighbors. They're all our sisters and brothers. We are all born in God's likeness. And we must understand that we are all made equal. There is no difference between you and I other than the color of our skin. And we are no better than one another. And we should all know this. So I just want to put out there that we have to love one another. We have to treat each other with respect. We have to be diligent with one another in the things that we are doing in this world. We have to come to an understanding and know that when we do things, they reflect on us. So we don't want to be out here looking like I'm crazy when I'm out here and I'm rah rah in somebody's face. No, that's not what we're supposed to do. We are supposed to genuinely love one another and understand that someone may have done something to you out of character because they were having a bad day or they were hurt in some type of way. And we must learn to understand that we don't know anyone's story unless they tell it to us. We can't just judge a book by its cover. That's just not something that we do. And we have to understand that loving your neighbor is not hard. You have to want to make that change. You have to want to be that one to do something different. You have to be that one that says, okay, today is a new day, and today I'm going to do something different. And I'm going to love my neighbor instead of sitting in judgment of my neighbor for the things that they do. Please understand that we don't have the right to judge anyone. We don't have the right to just sit back and talk trash about anyone or talk about anyone, because that's not our jobs. What we're supposed to do is be loving and kind and understanding for one another and be there to back up one another. When someone is wrong, they're wrong. I get it. I'm not going to stand up for you when you're wrong, but I'm not going to treat you bad because you're wrong. I'm going to tell you out of love, you know, what you did was wrong, and I think you should do something different. Change the way that you approach people and the way that you talk to people, because words hurt. Words hurt worse than somebody actually slapping you in the face. Words, your tongue can cut like a knife. And we don't want to continue to have this type of behavior, especially when we're trying to show our children a different way of life. So today, I just wanted to put it out there that you should always love your neighbor. You should always be willing to lend a helping hand to someone. People, we have to learn to do better by each other. And that's just the bottom line. So with that being said, I thank you for watching my video. If you could like, subscribe, and share it, it would mean so much to me. And I hope that you will have such an amazing day. And I love you all with the love of the Lord. Stay blessed. And remember, love on someone.